Hashtag follow my faves, up left arrow.
Hey, what's up? I'm about to make this video really brief. I just popped on because look at my little setup. I mean, it's not much of a setup. I'm sitting in front of the AC. But it is, I got my little glass table here, so it's a little bit reminiscent of Florida. So that's why, that's one of the main reasons why I popped on the video. And then secondly, it's the 1st of July. Let's go. We're going into a whole new season. I feel it. I know a lot of y'all feel it. It's just different. And that's the thing about my journey, my vlogging journey online is definitely, I don't hesitate to say that it's about me. And that's why I have not up to now really read cards for a collective, a group of people, or reading energy, because it is there. But I just like to speak from my perspective because I think that what I'm going through, a lot of people are going through, and I don't feel bad saying that. You know what I mean? Yes, 111. Yes, we all have our karmic ways. We are not all fully evolved and divine beings that we're supposed to be. And that's okay because we're growing into, we're going into this wave, if you want to think about it that way. If you want to say that the eclipse season was a portal season, we're still at the ports, and we're still, coming and going, and we're still deciding, who are the walk-ins and who is leaving, and we have to be okay with that. It's kind of tough. I don't know about y'all, but it's tough. So that being said, yeah, like that was so crazy how that sound came up right when I was saying like how tough it is. But it's tough, the learning process is tough, and it depends on where you are in the journey. Like, for me, like I'm in the indigo generation. So that whole process of, getting the crystal heart, it's crazy. Like it's really hard. It's really tough. Everybody's not built for that shit. Oh, excuse me, I'm crazy, but everybody's not built for that. Everybody's not built for everybody's journey. And it's crazy because I was actually listening to a channel message this morning that it was like a galactic channel message, and I could really hear where the star family was coming from, and it was from Sirius. It was a Syrian energy, which is great because, I'm also going to get into the astrology for today. That's why I got on the video, but like there is an energy that I've been picking up that says that, we are not all at the same part of our journey, and that's okay. Like, okay, the message I'm gonna put the link in the description, but the message was like it was talking about how, for the source, for the source energy to be living, if you believe in God that way, right? Like I do, like I see God as, we are all flowers. Each of us is a flower. That's a reflection of God's experience, God's total experience. So, I don't perceive God as a man, you know what I mean? I perceive God as all. And, it's a heaven and the sky thing. So it's like a heaven and earth. I mean, it's a heaven and earth thing. I meant to say. So it's like an earth and the sky thing is what I meant to say, because I was thinking about Newt, you know what I mean? Like the sky, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't know, I'm talking fast, so whatever. But yeah, like basically we're not all at the same part of our journey, and we have different strengths too. Not only that, the part where you were born in, the point at which, I keep wanting to say portal, the portal at which you came in, your mama, based on your mama and your daddy, you know what I'm saying? Your genes, your bloodline, the port that you came through determines a lot about your journey and the things that you're going to go through on your journey. So you really can't compare. It really has to be a you versus you competition. You can't look at somebody else's paper and answer, because your test questions are not the same. Okay. So there's that. And that can be hard for people. on this, especially like at this point. And this is one thing that this is also reflecting on my experience recently, is that like through my travels, and you see how I'm no longer in Florida, but you know, I'm in the Northeast. So through my travels, like I found and it's crazy because there was a point and I thought that this message was like, I thought that this message was even better for me, like in my 3D mentality. I thought that it meant that somebody who was sick was going to be back. But I saw a Back to the Future car at the closing end of 2021. And I was so excited. Like I saw DeLorean in the flesh, and it was at a time, like it was a time I was like ruminating, I was overthinking, I was heavily in my thoughts, and it was just like the timing, I was just like, ooh, the DeLorean came through, is giving Back to the Future energy, is giving flux capacitor, like we're gonna be reaching our flux capacitor. And I took that as a sign. 404 on the clock, 404 not found. That's one of my favorite numbers that I identify with. 404 not found, file not found, you know, and that's how I see sometimes. But unfortunately, I didn't get the desired result that I wanted at that time. And I could even reference back to that point because I actually stopped with a lot of my spiritual practice because I just went and I started spiraling, which is a topic that we're going to talk about in my discussion group. If you're interested in my discussion group, hit me up. Okay, I'm sorry this video is all over the place, but 444. But I'm just getting back in a real big way. I started to post a little bit this year, and but shit kept happening. Things kept happening, so I couldn't be consistent. But I plan to be consistent now. So basically, the Back to the Future message for me, even though I wanted it to be one thing, but what it really has been coming down to is the past 2-3 years, 2022, 2023, and now into the first half of 2024, was all like such a mashup of timelines in my experience. I don't know how you guys experienced it. Comment down below. But in my experience, it was such a crazy mashup of timelines that I found myself jumping timelines for friendships, for relationships, for healing, for, you know, for self-mastery, for family. And it got messy. It got really messy. And then so 555 up to now, like what I realized, what I experienced at the beginning of 2024, or let's go from the end of 2023 in through the first half of 2024, was a death of the life as I knew it, you know. So it was a death, it was a petite mort as they call it. Definitely deep dark night of the soul. There's levels to this, you know what I mean? And here I am talking again. Hi. Okay, let's go into the astrology, because this, like, okay, you know how I do. I'd be like, well, my thing is I like to see how I feel and then go check the astrology, and it helps me. And it was definitely very affirming. So, you know, you didn't see me in my thoughts before I made this video. You don't have any reference point to say that I was already feeling this way before I looked up the astrology, but I know myself, and I was taking notes, and I was planning. I was in my planning zone, practical, pragmatic. What am I going to do? Fix my life. Fix my life zone. So I was basically planning out some of my business planning, really, that I need to get done for the summer. That's essential. So my essential July planning. And so, and I knew that I was going to check the astrology today. I got some memo books because I need these for my essential planning. Join me in my Right Path Planner, which has been out for a couple months now. However, even me, like, I've been noticing that I have to redirect back to my right path planner. So it is an essential function in my life, and I'm going to be even better about it. You know what I mean? But that's what it's there for. It's there to make me better. It's not there for me to be perfect. It's there to make me better. So join me with my Right Path Planner as well. I'm going to have links for all this stuff. So I would reference this page, alabe.com, which is my best reference point for the astrology. They give you some really basic ephemeris analysis, and I think that's essential. You know what I mean? Because that's pretty much what I like to do when I look at the astrology. I like to actually look at the placements and what they mean. So that's what we're looking at, the ephemeris for today. So this is from alabe.com, literally July 1st, 2024, okay? Sun trine Saturn. This transit favors making practical judgments and locating responsibility. It is a transit of stable transitions and beneficial delays. Patience and organization are a plus now. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm going to screenshot it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's loud. Okay. Moon in Saturn. Sun and moon both in Saturn, okay? Well, actually, we have 4 planets in Saturn. Wow. Well, yeah. They're all in, a lot of planets are in relation to either Saturn, Neptune, and then it's Pisces and Aquarius. But the houses that they're in, right? The houses that they're in, we're looking at Taurus in the 6th house, Gemini in the 7th house, Cancer in the 8th house. You know what I mean? Aries in the 5th house. If you know what all that means, you know what I mean? Pisces in the 4th house, you know? So, like, Pisces in the 4th house, right? With Saturn void in Pisces, Neptune void Pisces, right? Because the void's like, for me, I'm just like, a void is like a presence. So it's just a different type of presence. So I want to encourage you, we're going to go back into studying the astrology. Take a look at the placements here, and we're going to start to analyze. Okay, well, let's go dig deeply into the astrology period, the houses, the placements, and all that, and then we can make sense of it together. Okay, so let's do that. All right, that's our new project.